cool, right? Want to know where I got it? Well, look, go to cs.money. It's a trade platform and a marketplace at the same time. Just choose, click, and get. Good luck, bro.
Case. Big update and new features in the case battles. Updated and convenient interface with new options. Up to 4 users can participate in one battle now. Create and customize your battles, any number and any type of cases. Choose the number of participants and invite your friends with a unique link. Watch the best drop and win everything. Don't miss epic battles on Hellcase.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to our best of 3 series between GamerLegion and Nemiga. This is our decider within Group A, the loser of which would fall out of contention within this StarSeries I-League European qualifier. Nemiga lost the first map, doing only one better than the last time they played up against GamerLegion. 16-8 instead of 16-7. But they did overcome Nemiga last time they played on Mirage as well. It was an overtime victory, so certainly a much closer affair. We'll see if Nemiga can bounce back and stay alive, keep this close, force us into our third map. Would be Inferno. There is certainly a heavy possibility that they win out on this map, as well as the following. But it's, again, a strong map for GamerLegion, so... while winning this map would certainly be a way back into the series, be tightly fought all the way. I don't doubt that in my mind. Nemiga start on the CT side, looking for a bit of aggression in towards top middle. Dennis dealt with. That's the lurking player that was meant to catch out rotations, maybe draw some attention away from the B apartments, but now they'll converge. Joe, unchecked, gets the first. Hampus, not quite able to adapt in time. They go for the double swing. Joe gets a secondary kill, but Hampus has overcome his supporting teammate on the bomb site. 2 versus 3, now just the one player in Hampus. Armor available, but no utility to play off of whatsoever. Trying to line up the shot, but it's a futile effort. Nemiga track him down, and they take the first pistol to start this game. So you guys in chat were making fun of the GamerLegion name. Well, I do agree that it is a bit... it does seem a little dated. I do quite like their logo. The fact that it's a badge, almost like a coin as well. I certainly see myself with a GamerLegion hat, even if I don't fully support some of the decisions that they've made organization-wise with their players. Of course, HS benched from this roster. Scream as well, in favor of bringing in more Swedish talent, having an all-Swedish side. That's why Pleasant is in the mix. This time he actually has the logo represented. Didn't have it in the last match. Well, that makes a lot of sense, Lage. Learn more every day. Robo. Able to get the first kill. Nook has the chance to respond. Does drop himself out of the window, so not able to recover that weapon, but he finds the secondary kill on Hachi as well, so gets a weapon nonetheless. Why do I need to stay in the window if I can just deal with the player on the flank very quickly? Zhou will bring the advantage back for Nemiga, but that's quickly lost. Dennis springs into action. 10 seconds remain here. Lollipop spotted out. The trade 1 for 1. Can he get this bomb planted in time? Dennis, oh. Don't know if he just... No, I didn't think he had it. It was a really close timing. Need to really dial that in before the 4-second mark, just to be safe. He did it just as the 4 was fading. Not going to be enough time to dial that in, get the bonus for GamerLegion. And so the buy will suffer in this round as a result. Of course, with it being a force and with it being so close, they force right back into things because they know the Nemiga economy is certainly hurting. Great duels from GamerLegion in the previous round, but this time utility does a lot of the work for the Nemiga side. Flash on through. Again, the utility deployment is fantastic from Nemiga, and they make sure that everybody is alive and kicking, not going to allow it to be so close like the previous round. That is a flying start, likely up to round number 4 before GamerLegion answer back. That's always my biggest concern when I call people out in chat, is that I'll pronounce their name wrong and I'll seem, you know, just a little bit stupid. And I'm glad the pronunciation seemed to be on point like it. Maybe you're just making fun of me. I'll never really know. Robo will make short work of Pleasant to start this round. The default oriented setup here for GamerLegion. Just the Deagles in play. They're really just trying to work around the map and find space. Try and call something in the mid-round based off any picks they might receive. Don't be quite so easy. Ooh, Rusty had an opportunity, but Joe's quickly able to adapt. What? Catches Hachi off guard, actually. Bit of over-aggression towards B. Nook might be able to get this bomb planted and get that cash injection, but Joe with the touchdown nade denies it. It looked like, just based on positions alone, that he wasn't going to be able to contest the site, but again, utility is all that Nemiga need. Make sure that this round is firmly theirs. 30 seconds remain for Dennis to find any more kills. The round is certainly lost. There's the kill on Robo. Lollipop there for the trade. He was low HP, so a body shot would have done him. But Nemiga keep 3. It's rifles primarily as well, so they can upgrade into these. The AWP here on Robo. The rebought M4 for Joe. But now GamerLegion have their own AWP to work with, their own utility. Rifles in numbers. The timing almost works out. There was actually a bit of a delayed drop in towards middle. Nork gets 2 with the AWP. Nemiga went for a heavy mid-pressure play. They won't come out ahead, and look at the ground that GamerLegion have taken. Pleasant is close connector. Just lingering around the corner. The flash on through is perfect. Pleasant gets both of the kills. Support from Dennis was fantastic. And although Box has utility, has a rifle, it's a tall order for him to bring this one back. The flash is good to allow him the initial kill, but so low HP, he's not even going to consider this. Knows that the odds are stacked up against him. So this is how GamerLegion likely to take their first round, but Box does have a kit. Does he lead GamerLegion into a false sense of security? That would be such an ambitious play to make, but he's making the long rotation. He'd certainly have the time to try and make this a reality, but he'd have to pick up the pace right here and now. But Nook, you could see from his perspective, he was holding that palace drop just in case. So the round is almost certainly out of his hands. Let's keep hold of the AK at the very least for the Nemiga side, and they can reinvest, though it is going to be a little bit awkward with a couple of the players. Nook, fantastic work on those couple of kills. Plessin as well. It was very much an on-the-fly decision to flash that connector. They heard the steps and the timing was fantastic for them on the C side. Robo, first kill on Rusty. Joe around the smoke, catches Plessin off guard. The bomb is still dropped top middle. GamerLegion have control of it for now. They've lost a significant portion of their offense just in securing that portion of the map. They just look for more. Here's Ampus. Oh, the smoke fades. Comes away with the duel. Lollipop jumps up here. That should be an easy enough frag for him, but instead taking ground towards a ramp. GamerLegion set up for an execute. This could be dangerous. He can siphon off the bomb, prevent them from getting towards the site with the package. This is really the pivotal kill. Tag comes on through, but not the frag. AWP recovered by Lollipop as well. HP not quite as significant with that weapon in hand. Dennis will look to push and recover the bomb from Joe. Ooh, catches him on the backside. Dennis somewhat distracted. Hampus can get nothing done for his troubles. It's Lollipop with 2, Joe with the other 2. And Robo chiming in with 1 that gets Nemiga the round. As of right now, there's still a Nemiga player that has yet to frag for the side. But Nemiga lead nonetheless. The last time GamerLegion and Nemiga played, it was 22 to 18. So that was in favor of GamerLegion. Of course, with it being overtime, still could go either way. This is Nemiga's map pick. You'd expect for them to try and answer back in a big way, especially being a map down in the series. And off to a good start. They bring us to Inferno, but GamerLegion finds some very quick entries to start off this round. Losing control of the A side, it's Nemiga to try to bring things back. Haji still yet to frag for the CT side. Instantly run down by Rusty, and they're not going to get away with any of these weapons. It's a clean round from GamerLegion off of upgraded pistols, a trio of rifles. They get it done nonetheless. Cool, calm, and collected round. You can see all the damage that's done to the Nemiga economy over the span of this half already. Leading by a fairly significant margin. And already put in a position where they need to save. How does Rusty get away with 2 kills there? The first player that shot at him on Nemiga missed everything. It was only until the second player came through that any damage was done. Rusty's just like, oh, there's a fly. Spots him out. Spots the second fly as well. And then the whole swarm comes at him. Of course, just the anti-eco. GamerLegion do a good job of keeping at least 3 alive. They instead do 1 better. They keep 4. Ooh, smoke hits Joe. Don't think it impacts the positioning of that grenade too massively. Have to hit it earlier on in its sort of flying cycle to change the trajectory. Box, waiting for the smoke to fade. Could get punished for this decision. The timing may work out for him. Rusty's lining up a flashbang. Observer, looking towards middle. Really expect Box to peek at some point or another. May instead wait for his teammate that goes to the face, down to low HP. 7 left on him and he's trapped. Oh, still comes out ahead in that duel. Hampus came out pre-firing as well. Box shouldn't be able to get away with that. All in the meanwhile, Robo's got one. Zhou's getting a little bit aggressive as well, trying to completely choke GamerLegion out of this round. There's the kill. The second not going to be converted, but Box springs into action. And Dennis doesn't get the same chances he's had on the A site. Lollipop swings out wide. And Nemiga stopped GamerLegion in their tracks, of course, with it having been a clean round previously for GamerLegion. He can still afford up the buy. A very decisive way to take the round. Fortunately for us, Haji won't hit that 007 mark. Oh, Nook with an opening kill. Nook was down in window. All resolved. Dual Robo deals with him. The headshot angle for Nook. But he still decapitates him and still continuing the spree. 3 fantastic kills. The 4th picked up by Zhou on the secondary AWP as well. Dennis in a bit of a different lurking position here on A. It certainly catch them off guard, especially because he's being so sneaky about it. Robo won't ever have a sightline. Lollipop will be the first to take contact. It's all about timing. It's about whether Dennis clears his position as well. In fact, he has to go in towards a ramp because Lollipop has been there before. And as he creeps himself forward, Lollipop should have the kill. The problem for Dennis in that position is that because he's unsure as to where the initial player is on the A site, it's almost as if he didn't make that entire rotation from Palace to the balcony because he has to go and clear a ramp. So it's a bit unfortunate. Had he known what we did, likely taking a further angle so they could see in towards Sandwich before Lollipop could fight back. There are quite a few events going on Concord Bar, so it does obviously affect where people's attention lie. Rusty, not distracted by the presence of Robo, does find the opening kill. GamerLegion will have control of the site. Their utility is going to fade soon enough, however. All these smokes deployed, they don't have secondary utility to force these CT players back. Nemiga will look to poke and prod. Find an opening. Will this be his first kill? Finally, he gets on the board, and it's a crucial one. Rusty could have been incredibly impactful from that post-plant knock. Now going to be the primary line of defense. Hampus can try and distract to draw attention away, but he's going to play for the bomb instead. Knock's been dropped. Dennis can only try to delay for as long as possible. Hampus, oh, not quite lining up the spray on the defusing player. It was a full 10-second defuse from Zhou. The opportunities were certainly there, but Haji finds 3 in the round for Nemiga to get number 8. I will agree. As of right now, GamerLegion do not look too great. The couple of rounds that they have won on this T side have been very individualistic. It's just fights from Nemiga and GamerLegion win the duels. It's not been because of any particular strategies. Not trying to take advantage of sort of mid-round boosts or anything. And it's the burst play towards B that finds them an initial kill. Do they think Joe has dropped, however? Still waiting on the end of the balcony. Pleasant slowly creeping up. Gets a bit more space as a result of that smoke. They know he's close. They can hear all of this utility being deployed in proximity to these players. They know he hasn't dropped. Rusty, finds the backstab. Box eliminated. Now suddenly this B site pressure becomes so much heavier. They have to be concerned about market. Robo's attention is drawn away. Zhou, does he find the timing on North? The backstab is there. Pleasant able to trade things back, but a miscalculation from GamerLegion. They still converge on the B bomb site, however. Robo lingering in the back lines, waiting for his chance. They may not suspect that he's already here. There with the AWP, typically located on the A bomb site. Not something that they would have factored in, but Hampus recovers the AWP. Takes it out from Robo's dead hands and finds the follow-up kill. And that did seem to have a semblance of strategy there from GamerLegion, but really only positionally based. You haven't seen anything too spectacular from these executes. GamerLegion are going to set up for one nonetheless. Again, Lollipop to play up close towards a ramp. Trying to prevent them with this timing. And it's perfectly placed. The smoke, that completely denies GamerLegion any control towards the A-bomb site. But Hampus just says, listen, you may have fooled us with the smoke, but I'm going to make sure you're punished for your decision. It's a very good advantage for GamerLegion to have. GamerLegion are instead moving themselves away, reapproaching and resetting in the round. And Hampus gets another. Didn't move a muscle while the rest of his team made sure that middle wasn't an issue and that the B side of the map hasn't been compromised either. Still a lot of options here for GamerLegion, but they need to make a move. 40 seconds to converge on one of these sites, and two of their players aren't even located anywhere near the bomb. Likely to be a wrapping play from the underpass to the connector, and a bit surprised we don't see Nemiga make some sort of counter-aggressive play. Try and find the advantage right back, get a bit of space. Robo pushing past the smoke towards jungle. Rusty must recognize that aggression is on the horizon here for the CT side. Joe has to be this killing connector, but Robo finds it. Hampus, 1 versus 3, AWP in hand. He's going to be able to back himself away, but not quite. Robo missed a couple of times on the retreat. Silver lining for Hampus is that he died within the normal round time. But that was a 3 versus 5. Sure enough, Robo getting that first kill, that can be allowed. Joe finding 2, and them not being able to find him in the end. Felt a bit of disaster for GamerLegion. GamerLegion get the plant down. The cash injection into the following round. Nemiga playing for the retake very heavily. They have the kits, they have the Molotovs. The ability to flush these players out. There goes one. A 1-4-2 exchange as they retake the side. Box does get another kill. 3, actually 2 so far from him as North makes the long wrapping play. And it's not going to quite be the fairy tale story or journey for Nook to get around for GamerLegion. But the money will certainly help things moving into the last round of the half. There's a scrappy buy from the Swedes. I'll see if these CIS players can round out the half with a nice little 11-4 lead going into their T side. Skill into Robo bubble smoke. Box will find the secondary as Rusty jumps away. And it's just been consistently Nemiga. A couple of times that GamerLegion have got the advantage, they've rarely been able to turn that into a round win, and that's evident by the score that we have for us. Oh, Plesson, how does he get away with that? Well, for sure, Hudgy would have read the angle, had him dead to right. Snork able to trade Joe back. Equalizes the affair now. They look to reconvene on the A bomb site. Actually, maybe a choice to go B here. Oh, the vent's not broken. Hampus doesn't want to have to shoot that one open. Does funnel them into an A site hit. Look deployed top connector. Robo and Lollipop have been completely bamboozled. They think it's still going to be a play towards the B bomb site, but now Robo realizes. Doesn't hear a tick. Realizing as well that going through this vent is almost certain death. Think better of the north. Oh, spots the shoulder of Lollipop. Has to track down this kill. Find an opening for the CT side. 1-for-1 exchange. Both the riflers come ahead. But now Lollipop hit on his belt. Can he get things done? Spans out of position. He comes away with the frag and has enough time to get the defuse. Just barely in the nick of time. It's 0.1 seconds for Nemiga to take round number 11. Lollipop with a critical frag and a critical timing for the CT side. And just what a half from Nemiga. Bouncing back from what was a pretty commanding performance from GamerLegion on Overpass. They look to potentially get us over to a full 3-map series. To remind the viewer at home, we have Inferno as our decider. Both of the teams will want to be coming away with this one, as it does mean they progress out of the group stages here in our European qualifier. We'll see if Nemiga's T-side can deliver. Lollipop alone towards the A side of the map. The rest of the team converging towards the B apartments. But it's a default round from Nemiga as well. Expecting some kind of a push. Go. Got initial pressure. Only one fire or one bullet shot off. While he would have hoped that would have drawn a rotation, GamerLegion will not bite, will not move. Still 3 players located towards the A side of things and a quick rotating player in Nork. They have the smokes and utility here. Likely to separate that jungle rotation, but the vast majority are located on the bomb site. GamerLegion, can you get this done? Rusty at a distance, initial pressure felt. Plesson finds one. Dennis able to do significant damage, but not find the frag. Hutchie and Joe have found the entries. Rusty still alive and kicking. Dennis as well, but Rusty's finding the frags for the GamerLegion side. Hampus left alone. 1 versus 2. The smoke does fade, and he finds the timing. Almost a whiffed attempt, but he brings it to the one-on-one. Joe around the boxes, and this angle favors Hampus, but Joe still finds him. There's a small gap in the boxes that gives Hampus a bit more time to react. but it is sharp shooting. The trades were back and forth. It seemed like GamerLegion were in a good enough position to deal with the push. But it had to be more than just the frags that Rusty achieved. Should have had that impact from the triple position. That was absent. Maybe this is just my preference of playstyles, but GamerLegion, you're in not the greatest position. The momentum certainly favors your opponent. This does feel like the type of round where you need to be disruptive, especially because it's on the force buy. You need to take those risks, take the chances. Because you would expect that when Nemiga do group themselves up, should be able to trade you effectively because of the weapons advantages. We see so many of these second rounds still run us straight. I believe it was said a long time ago. I think Sean Gares in an interview once said there's no right way to play an anti-eco. There's so many different ways that you can be punished, and with Pleasant taking a forward position, Lollipop does lose his life, and a rifle is recovered. They know Palace has been compromised, but do they expect Dennis to be on the low ground? There's the kill, the second as well. Robo will spring in for one, but Joe is all alone. And we talk about rounds going astray. That is as astray as things can go. Nemiga get absolutely bodied on the A bomb site. The first kill from Pleasant is what catalyzes things. They know Palace is a problem position, but they just don't clear the site. They don't clear Dennis out. That could be a lifeline. Could certainly change the pace for Nemiga. They've bought right back into things. Again, it's this pistol round execute coming out from them, but this time rifles are in play for the CT side. One kill each so far. Pleasant forced to reload, switching to the Deagle. Nork will punish the push in towards jungle and stairs, and Lollipop, he's got his hands on a rifle, but 4 players still defined. The low ground and high ground taken by the CTs, and it's a good trade. Now, half of the scoreline of their opposition. I'll need to double it up just to tie this map. Seemed to be a bit of a fake rush towards B. The rest of the players did jump into the underpass, but not secure top middle control. Pleasant holds connector, and nobody dies for GamerLegion. That's a fantastic anti-eco. I did just say there's no right way to play an anti-eco, but that's a pretty good way to win an anti-eco. Nemiga were looking for revenge on this map. They got themselves into a great position to take this to Inferno. After suffering on overpass. Maybe GamerLegion just string a few rounds more together. Still 5 to close the distance. The CIS team has certainly struggled with consistency over the past few months, but so have GamerLegion. Can't even sort a roster for consistency reasons. But a good way to start round number 20. First kill there for Nork. Plesson is up close, waiting for the smoke to fade. Hachi thought he had the backstab, but the timing there from Hampus, and at a distance with the Krieg. He's found 3. Robo not able to cop any more of these GamerLegion players. Just the one, and then he's done. GamerLegion continue to have rounds in a row. They lost the pistol. That is now 4 for them. The money situation is certainly getting a bit out of control here for GamerLegion. Even with the heavy investments in these rifles, they still have so much money alive on these remaining players. Dennis caught between 2 minds about who to shoot first. Oh, Plesson, the spray is just above your opponent. The bomb goes down for Nemiga, so that's primary objective number 1 accomplished. We'll see if they're able to actually convert this into a round. Joe around the smoke. He's creeping forward, creeping back. He's looking for a chance. They go for the boost. Hachi springs into action. Joe even boosting up on towards triple. This round could quickly fall apart. Hachi didn't know where Plesson was. He found the trades, sure enough, but he wasn't able to get it done. Plesson's able to recover the ult, the kit as well, and he gets the defuse in for the CT side. That is a scrappy round for the CTs, given it was just pistols bought in, but the late round boost that almost swung things enough into Nemiga's favor. Yeah, I don't think there's ever been a time where I've been watching Nemiga versus GamerLegion, or actually either of these teams when they play. There are some teams that when you watch them do play it out so slowly and don't really have those kind of flashy plays at any given point. Basically not an initiative-driven team, so if they lose their players early in the round, they'll almost certainly save every single time. But then you look at GamerLegion, they've got these players that can just go off. Same thing with Nemiga. You've got Zhou performing quite well. Robo's really coming to his own with the AWP as well. And Lollipop has some crazy plays himself. Hachi is usually one we talk about as well, but hasn't had that same level of impact in this particular game. Been looking better on the T side, but only marginally so. Yeah, the last time they played against each other was very recently. It was actually in our opening match of Group A for this qualifier. This is very much a grudge match between these two teams because Nemiga want revenge. But they may not get it. Already a map down in the series, and GamerLegion are making the comeback a reality. Lost TP has faith, but he'll have to hold on to that faith for just a little bit longer because the round is being restarted. No damage was done, so both teams happy to do so. I'm interested to see Inferno, because although Nemiga statistically are worse on the map than GamerLegion, I do think there's a bit of upset potential there in that they haven't had it go that full distance before. When you play the map in isolation, it plays out very differently to in a full best of 3. The mentality's different. You're getting a bit more clued into the tendencies of your opponent as well. And who doesn't like to see an Inferno decider? It's a classic of Counter-Strike. Yeah, why have they bought 3 orbs? I'm not liking the look of this one. This either goes incredibly well or awfully for GamerLegion. as you would expect. They're going for the triple op setup. One of you has to get aggressive somewhere. That will be Nork. Makes the jump on towards short. Let's look for that opening opportunity. Now with the timings and the time elapsed from the round, certainly a possibility that Nemiga sweep and clear out that connector position from underpass, and so he has to back himself away. The problem with having so many of these weapons is that the traditional angles that you can hold, there's only so many that you can place, and I'll actually put a bit of faith in the double up setup at B. Hampus is there with his own. Nork joins him. Doesn't trust his teammate. We're just using the element of surprise. Hampus pushes past his own smoke in the apartments. That is ambitious. He almost goes down to... Rusty! Did he... He had to have seen him. He jumps right into Box's arms. What is going on? The players are giving each other pecks on the cheek and then jumping right past them. Hutchie and Lollipop find two. Hutchie is low. Hampus low as well. The nade lands right at Rusty's feet. It is chaos around the map, but Nemiga have control of the A site. Only momentarily, but that's all a ruse. Look at Hutchie's position. He circumvented everybody. Got in towards the backstab towards B. Nork, you need to hit this shot because that's the bomb. If that goes down, that's the round. They need to get this bomb into the site. Quickly. 4 seconds. The Molotov. It goes down just in the nick of time, but Robo's been dealt with. Hutchie, can you get it done? Hampus. The till and the cashier doesn't protect him. 3 kills for Hutchie so far. He'll take Sanctuary in the smoke. Rusty has the kit, but does he know where he's coming from? Rusty will get his own triple to secure the round for GamerLegion. That was an absolutely... I don't know what's going on. That entire round is just a confusing state of affairs. Like the fact that Rusty sees one in window, has one of those moments where it's like, oh, I need to go. I have to run. And then next thing he knows, he's spinning around and Box has a nade out. I'm not happy about what just took place. Maybe a bit more sanity will be restored for this round. Nemiga, immediate top mid control. The AWP of Robo has Hampus's position, so if he goes to this jiggle peek, that is certainly playing with fire. I want to say it's an off angle being held by Hampus, but it's held pretty commonly by those CTs. Be in a very exposed position, but the one that they will expect. The nade on through. Hampus taking a bunch of damage as a result. And it's the boost in towards window once more for Nemiga. Hutchie almost was instrumental in bringing Nemiga another round on this T side. Joe gets the opportunity, does spot out the jumping player. Rusty won't take any damage, however. 30 seconds left for Nemiga. They've got a bout of utility, but no smokes to speak of. It has to be the flashes that do all the work. Hutchie falls. Hampus as well has his right side, but he swings out wide. Nork on the rotation is certainly there to deal with Box, but Hampus has been dropped. He needed to stay alive to give them a bit more space. Because look how trapped these market players are. As the bomb goes down, that's going to be their opportunity to strike, but Lollipop dials one in. Nork there for the trade. Robo misses. Almost had the chance. That would have been it. Robo, how do you play around this? Jumping away, moving out of position, and Nork didn't expect Robo to hold his ground. Certainly makes things a bit more uncomfortable in missing that initial pick, but Nemiga break the string of rounds from the Swedes. Now up to 13. Oh, surely not. They've got the SMGs. They've thrown the flash. You just won a round based on such a long round timer. Now you rush right through. Lollipop the crossfire there. Joe able to trade. The space taken by Box. And they overwhelm the defenses of GamerLegion. No Molotovs to prevent the faster play, the aggression from that T side. A style that you look back a year and almost 2 years now, when Vega Squadron were making their emergence. One that was coined as being extremely influential and a bit innovative, using these SMGs on those rush plays. Not fairly normal to see, but Nemiga taking a page right out of that book. And they get ever closer. 2 more rounds to force Inferno. Hey, just so you guys are aware, I think if you guys write the little tab, like if you did 16 tab something, the moderator tool thinks you're trying to spoil the game, which, of course, you can understand why that is, because it does happen. People do try and spoil the game. It will remove your comment, so try and avoid using that. Stop being so accurate with your predictions, Laga. You're basically spoiling it for everyone because you're so smart. So far, your predictions are pretty good. At a certain point in this round, you'd expect that Rusty gets a bit aggressive. Maybe Plessin instead. They're grouped up towards A, and oh no, Nemiga are making the long rotation. Plessin, he hears them. They're not walking all the way. Robo instead will prod with the AWP. He's able to get away with the kill. But that just signaled to GamerLegion that it is going to be an A-side hit. 40 seconds left. Nemiga, they can make the long rotation right back. And in fact, you know what? Never mind. It would signal that it's an A-side play, but Nemiga read into that. They make the long rotation right back around. It's like we actually wanted to go B all along, but Lollipop will still try and convince GamerLegion otherwise. Hampus here with the Deagle. Does get spotted out, does get checked, and not able to get anything as they emerge from the apartments. Snork, again, a position where he might just have to save. This would be map point here for Nemiga. With Nork losing another player, things get increasingly difficult. Might just be able to get away with the AWP, however. Joe's giving him a lot of respect. Jiggle peeking the angle multiple times. Robo, don't do it. He went and did it. Almost certainly 15 dialed in for Nemiga. The only question is whether Nork can get away with this one. Oh! Hey! He does get away with the AWP, so at the very least, that's a weapon that they can utilize to keep themselves alive. It has to be 5 in a row. The most expensive or highest value weapon on that side. And even with GamerLegion performing fairly consistently, one of the biggest difference makers in this game for Nemiga has been that nobody is really quieted up at one point or another. It was a slow start from Haji, but he's now contributing in a big way for their T side. And they can just rely on the individuals to get those trade frags. They've been really sound in their utility usage, actually. Yeah, a lot of really good plays on that Nemiga side. GamerLegion, can you perform? Joe, first gone with the AWP of Nork. Round the corner he will go. Dennis gets one, traded right back. The second there from Nork, untraded by the AWP, and Robo's all alone. Trapped in at A ramp, the bomb just above and beyond the corner. And it does look like GamerLegion will hold on for a little while longer. Yeah, that's awkward. As soon as you miss that shot when the player is so close, you'll die 99% of the time. Good news for Joe. He has money. Bad news for everybody else. They don't. So he will buy up the SG. The rest of the team will stare at him longingly. Maybe throw themselves out onto the site so that he has a bit more room to work with. They can kind of treat it as an AWP. And so you'll need to give him a little bit of space so that he can look for that initial pick. Dennis deals with him. Lollipop instantly sweeps up that weapon. They're not baiting for him. They baited him for the gun. I was halfway there. Lollipop falls all the same. Again, it falls into a different player's hands. They're playing hot potato with the SG, seeing if anyone can have any impact. And every time they've picked it up, they've been met with a swift death. Maybe that particular SG was simply haunted because there was an AWP on the other side every time a player did get it into them. But now Nemiga have stable funds to buy all together. GamerLegion, though, will call a timeout. Maybe thinking about what Nemiga have planned for the round. It's going to be hard to call and anticipate. Because Nemiga have shown us they can go for a fast play. They took the B-bomb site so quickly in one of the rounds, but also quite often actually will slow things down dramatically, executing within the last 20 to 30 seconds. Well, I said they could go for the fast rounds. It seems like it's going to be a contact play out. Box had the best spawn, so he looked for the opening pick. Let's back himself away from the nade. Understanding that that's like the procedure for GamerLegion, and now they'll pick up the pace. Box eliminated. The flashes are good, though. Hampus is so incredibly blind, and Rusty's all alone. Norkana, meanwhile, has at least found one on that rotation with the AWP. Gets the secondary as well. Lollipop looking for a bit of information. Potentially a pick before the smoke bloomed. And great timing from Hampus. Joe, 1 versus 4. The players surrounding him from all sides. He deals with one of them. Creeping around the corner. GamerLegion aren't committing out of market just yet. And Joe, just spotted out. Dennis found. But Nork's there for the trade. GamerLegion get themselves up to round number 13. The fast execution looked really good for Nemiga. It's the AWPing prowess of Nork. It really makes things doable. A bit of impatience from the Nemiga players as well. Lollipop. You can understand why he went for the face. Tried to bring the numbers advantage down from GamerLegion. Instead, actually helped accelerate their round loss. That play towards the underpass. Oh, the double peek comes on through. Rusty gets 1+ in the other. And they don't chase them down. Robo's looking for an opportunity right back. Creeping around the smoke, but able to get away from that situation altogether. Nemiga will take their man advantage and play towards the bomb sites. I expect it's going to be 16-13, 16-14, or overtime. I've really... Not wrong. This is definitely... Those are the possibilities. While it is technically the truth, does it count as a prediction? He's been doing well. He's been very informative as well in the chat. So don't give him too hard a time. 35 seconds for Nemiga to make a play. No movement whatsoever from that CT side. And you'd expect that if Hampus does spot any aggression, which he won't, over at B, then they'd make that rotation. But for now, it's all in Nemiga's court. They need to find this opening pick. They need to deploy some utility to allow themselves the bomb plant. Creeping up from the connector. It's Robo spotted out. That will accelerate things. 10 seconds left, and they cannot and have not got the bomb planted. The nade actually secures the round. And Nemiga leave things a little too late. There was no plan B. It was, Joe, get the bomb planted. If you die, that's it. That's the round. We have no way back in. How are we feeling, guys? Do we think this is going to be an Nemiga round? It's certainly not looking good from an economic standpoint, but they've won a round like this previously. Based on the SMGs, it does feel more in line with a B-side play. Do you still think it'll be 16-12? Let's go back in time. Let's do it all over. Does lend itself to more of a B-side play, but Lollipop looks to default towards the A Palace. The SMGs are grouping up. Again, it's Box to just make a bit of presence, try and bait out utility. The nade usually sails on through. This time he doesn't dodge it quite as heavily. Slowly working that position, Box. Okay, this actually looks like a very recycled round from Nemiga. I'm getting flashbacks, but it's a bait and switch. Look at the rotation here from Nemiga. They're getting the bomb planted over at A, and Lollipop finds the kill. It was telegraphed to perfection for Nemiga. It looked exactly the same as their last B-site rush. And this time it catches GamerLegion out. 3 versus 3. Oh, Joe just gets the drop. Not able to find the frag. It's the double kill on the Mac-10. Plessen, 1 versus 3. They even nade him as he approaches. Hachi on the site there with the ult. The main pressure for Nemiga, but Lollipop finishes off the round. Overtime denied here in the final moments for Nemiga. It took them a while, but they get there. And we said it. We talked about it briefly in the chat. I threw it to you guys. We saw that type of round play out before from Nemiga. They had success. They'd seen it. They knew exactly what the possibilities were. And this time they just throw a little bit of a screwball. They fake it out and it works to perfection. Of course, that is map number 2 concluded. Nemiga stay alive here in Group A. Our final map is Inferno. It's back and forth between the two teams. It's a close one on Mirage. We'll see if Inferno can deliver an even closer affair. Don't go anywhere, guys. We're just going to get to a short break before we find out.